Hello and welcome to Cool Cars here on GiltrapTV. Another big week in the world of cars. Check this out. We drive today the Skoda Octavia RS, the Bentley Bentayga V8. We spot the first Audi e-tron GT in New Zealand. We look back in our Christchurch Showcase and the new Giltrap Nissan is officially open. And of course, a stack of cool cars and great deals. But I'd like to start this week by wishing all the best to the people of Canterbury following this week's floods. What a contrast in conditions. Just a few days earlier, we experienced some magic mainland weather and an incredible welcome for our Christchurch Showcase.
I'm blown away, absolutely blown away. My boys are getting into it and we saw that this was here today and came and had a look and it's awesome.
Came a long way, I'm guessing?
I'm from Ashburton. What's really good is every Joe Bloggs public can come in and have a look and get to sit in it. How often you get to sit in them? You get to look at them through the windows of the showrooms, but all the kids and all that getting to sit in them and having a great time.
And a big Giltrap news this week. Giltrap Nissan, the all-new dealership in Newmarket, is officially open. We are proud to open the doors to the new Giltrap Nissan, New Zealand's #1 Nissan dealership. We are also the country's biggest Nissan location, meaning you can always find a park and enjoy our hospitality. 50 Great South Road is an automotive landmark as the former home of Schofields, a Newmarket icon for nearly a century. Now as Giltrap Nissan, it is being transformed into a cutting-edge EV-ready dealership, ready to move Auckland into the next chapter of mobility. Our all-new showroom features New Zealand's most impressive range of new Nissans, along with a great selection of high-quality used vehicles. With a full range of finance and insurance services available on-site, our team of 140 are dedicated to delivering you the highest level of service and support. With our own parts warehouse and a team of factory-trained technicians and 2 state-of-the-art workshops in Newmarket and in Penrose, your Nissan has never been better looked after. As part of the Giltrap Group, we are 100% Kiwi-owned and operated, and we look forward to welcoming you to Giltrap Nissan, 50 Great South Road, Newmarket. And at Giltrap Nissan this week on Cool Cars, the all-new Navara in Phantom Plus spec. That means Apple CarPlay, a raft of active safety, but let's be honest, those wheels are the standout. Also on Cool Cars, there's 2016 Dodge Challenger Hellcat, 370 cubic inches of V8 goodness, and it's supercharged. And at Giltrap Audi, this RS6 Avant, it's the supercar disguised as a station wagon. And at Giltrap Skoda this week, the new Octavia RS has arrived. I've been waiting and waiting to drive this car. Why? Well, Mrs. Summerfield's actually got the last model RS and I couldn't wait to get behind the wheel of the new one. Well, the first thing you notice when you get in the RS is the steering wheel. It's got 3 spokes and a lot of the Skoda models for 21 have 2 spokes. And I'm a bit of a traditionalist and I do love 3 spokes on a steering wheel. And then you drive it and you notice straight away the progressive steering system, nice and light and useful around town, but the gearing changes to make sure it's a more involving drive once you're on the open road. Speaking of the front wheel, there's some extra smarts at play, an XDS electronic locking front diff, which means this car can put all of the 370 Newton meters in the right place, the right time on the corners. Some other numbers, you can hear a 2-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder, 180 kilowatts, that's 245 brake horsepower in the old measurement, going through a 7-speed dual clutch gearbox. The result, 0 to 100, 6.7 seconds. And another new release is the Audi e-tron GT. Now we spotted the very first arrival in New Zealand, the green machine if you like, in more ways than one. Now this one is in New Zealand to evaluate the model. We think it's here to whet our appetite. We cannot wait till they arrive at Giltrap Audi. And yes, there is a reason for all the excitement around the e-tron GT. Check this out.
Okay, finally we come to the time when I'm going to launch this Audi RS GT e-tron. As a benchmark, I've actually done an 11.4 second standing quarter mile in an Audi RS7 and an 11.3 out of an Audi RS6. Can this e-tron GT beat those times? Let's do it. Left foot on the brake, floor the throttle. That's it. Then I'll just release the brake. Here we go. Oh, gosh, that shut off. Oh, you can feel the gear change quite noticeably. Here comes the end of the standing quarter mile. What we got? Oh yes! We did a 10.94 standing quarter mile time. So quicker than any other 4-seater RS car I've driven, and a 0 to 60 of 2.88 seconds.
Now for a slightly more restrained test drive, the Bentley Bentayga V8, and I got a very special chance to drive this very lovely car over one of my favourite roads in all the world, Evans Pass. Okay, the windy road sign's there, time to flick to sport. And there's a nice V8 sound there that comes through. But more than that, there is also a true handling prowess. I know that seems sort of strange to say in a car of this size, but there is some magnificent mechanics and electronics working away, and not least the 48-volt anti-roll bars. And effectively what they do in a straight line is nothing, but the moment you get to a corner, they're on. They've actually got more torque than this incredible V8. It means you corner flat, and this car starts to shrink around you. It really does. Speaking of that V8, 545 horsepower, 770 newton meters of torque. Just shows you how grunty those anti-roll bars are. Do 0 to 100 in 4.4 seconds. And I do hope your drives are that enjoyable this weekend. If they're not, you might need to check out what's on Cool Cars and Great Deals. But seriously, have a great weekend. Bye for now.